Hello everyone, welcome to Python learning series for network engineers. This is the fifth video on how to automate device provisioning in eveng using Python request. Here in the previous 4 videos we have seen how to initiate API connection to eveng, how to get cookies and create an instance. We were creating Cisco VIOS router here. After creating the instance, we have seen how to add interface to it, then start the instance and get the telnet port number of eveng for connecting to the device terminal. Now in this video we will see how to provision the initial configuration to the device through this particular eveng telnet port number. For example, when we spin up a device, if I run this script, it will create a device with this particular name. Let us try running this. So we have received device port number as well. Now my eveng IP is 0.12. If I initiate a telnet, 0.12 and 3277, I'll be able to see the device prompt. And if I log into eveng and check, I can see the device which is created. And here what we will do, we will try accessing this particular port number and provision the initial configuration to the device. So I have a configuration file here. It is vios_91. It is same as this name, and we'll try reading that configuration for pushing to this particular device with all the IP address details. And when we initiate a connection, you can see when device boots up, we have around 100 seconds of delay, and after that we have to give couple of enders and then a no for the SSH key and all. Then we need to wait for another 10 seconds to push this configuration. Yeah, now this is prompting for initial configuration. We have to give no here. So we need to handle all this manually in this Python script. So what we can do is, I'll define a function here. So before that, I'll import telnet from telnetlib, import telnet, and here I'll write one more function to do this initial telnet configuration. So I will call that as telnet initial, and I'll pass the telnet port number here. Or I'll call this telnet port. Yeah, and we'll be defining that here. Like here I'm getting telnet port as a variable, and we can call it here. But before calling this telnet function, we need to wait for device to complete its boot up process. So we need to introduce a sleep, time.sleep here. We can wait for 100 seconds, and before starting I'll just do a print. Initiating sleep for 100 seconds. And here I'll give finished sleep. After that we need to initiate this telnet, the above telnet function, the telnet initial. Then what we can do, telnet initial, and we can pass this telnet port number, the function, the previous function which returned. This we have seen in the previous video. Here we are returning port number. So this port number we can pass here. Now let us write this script, this function. I'll give telnet timeout here. I'll give 10 seconds timeout for telnet connection. Then another variable telnet of host is going to be our eveng 192.168.0.12. Then port is going to be this port number what we are going to receive from the another function. So telnet port, then timeout is going to be telnet timeout. After that we can see here we will give couple of ender keys here, tn dot write, and in telnet we are going to pass data in bytes format. So /n means it is an enter key, 3 enter, then we'll give no enter. After that we'll again give time dot sleep for 10 seconds, then we'll write another n /n enter. Now once we call this function here, this will initiate telnet connection to eveng. Then using the telnet port what we have received from this function, and after that we'll do a print here. Now once we have this initial configuration done, we need to push the configuration for the device. So before that let us try running this script. So now it will provision the device, then wait for device to boot up, then gives couple of ender and no, and this will wait for 10 more seconds. Okay, now let us try running it. Before that I'll delete the previous device. So provision 𝑣iOS 91. So here we have received the port number 32777. Now I will open and keep the telnet, the device session here, and script is going to wait for 100 seconds. So I will pause the video. So here you can see this has given the enter key. So here if you see the history, this has given 3 enters, and after that no and another enter. Now we came to the actual device prompt, but here also after this enter also we need another 15 to 20 seconds delay. So here in this function what we can do, we'll introduce another delay, time dot sleep, then here also another 15 to 20 seconds delay. Then we need to push the actual configuration from text file. So for that I'll define another function, define device config, and there we need to pass even the device name, because we need to read the text file which is having same device name, comma. We can use even classes here, then we can even reuse the instance state. Telnet port, I'll give 10 seconds telnet timeout delay, and you can copy and paste it here. We will open the file. It is a formatted string, and the variable is going to be the device name, what we are going to pass here, dot conf, because the file name is 𝗣𝗏𝘆𝗹𝗆.conf. in read mode, and then for cmd in, for converting this into some bytes and all, we need to do certain things. There are multiple ways to do that. Okay, we can try this also. cmd dot strip and carriage return and /n. we are going to strip that, and we are going to do tn dot write cmd. We have a cmd there, the variable cmd dot encode. We're going to send this as bytes, then plus bytes of /r. Then for each command we are going to sleep for 1 second. Now here under the provision function we can call the same device config function, and we can pass the device name, comma, then telnet port, and then we will print and here the provision, the device name has to be 𝐵IOS_91, and we'll go to our previous device execution, we'll delete it, and Let us try running this script. Now the port number is 32777 and this is initiating 100 seconds delay. Now we'll log into eveng. Open the terminal and I'll pause the video and we'll see after 100 seconds how device is executing the commands. So here now we can see this has executed 3 enter and 1 no. After that again it is waiting for 15 seconds because we are waiting for the device prompt. We can see the status here, finished initial config. Now it is waiting for 15 seconds. Now it started configuring the device. You can see it is configuring the interface. Reading the file and configuring username. We can see the status here. It has saved the configuration successfully. Now if I try initiating SSH 0.91, I'm able to access the device. So now the end-to-end provisioning happened from this single script. Like if you want to spin up another device, what we need to do is we just need to add one more function. We need to call this function one more time, add the device and copy this config, paste this as 92. Even we can write logic to take even randomly or like in sequence format, and we need to edit the host name and IP. Now if we run this script, now this is going to provision device 92. Now we already have 91. Now let us try running this for 92. So now the port number is 32778. It is creating the device. I'll open the terminal. So script is waiting for 100 seconds. Now after the 100 seconds delay, it is giving enter and no. Now initial configuration is done. Now it is waiting for the device host name prompt. And now it started configuring the device from the text file. Now this has assigned IP 92. So you can see the status here, finished setting up the device. Now if we try to initiate SSH, we have received another device. Yeah, we have got another device. So this will be really helpful when you do a CI/CD pipeline. When you want to spin up a device, maybe for the test branch, if you want to execute some test use cases and provision the device and destroy the device, you can use this method to spin up the device, execute your test use case and delete it. I hope this series was helpful for you to understand basics of eveng, how to initiate API connection, how to spin up the device, how to access telnet port of eveng and provision the device and give the initial configurations. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.